What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Muslim Goku, the Goon,
and your boy Dylan, aka Grandmama.
And this is the first ever podcast, and this is called
Jump Shot Therapy.
So we're just gonna get into a few things. This podcast can be numerous things, but today specifically, it's gonna be about sports, man.
Yes, sir.
So what you got on your mind, man?
A lot of stuff's going on in the sports world, especially with basketball, with free agency, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard. Literally, as of today's date, which is what, the 16th?
Yeah.
It came out yesterday that Kawhi said he wants out, so there's a lot of stuff going on. But there's a good amount of stuff to go through.
And the draft is coming up too, and that's something both of us have been debating about numerous times throughout the past couple of weeks. So you want to jump into the draft or the free agency, man?
We can do draft. I'm definitely a lot more brutal than you are when it comes to the draft because you like a lot more people. I think the draft for basketball is trash. So you're definitely a little more well versed in that. I'm just gonna sit here and probably just talk mad shit about everybody. So.
So you want to do like the top 10, top 15, or do the whole thing?
We can do the whole thing.
The whole thing. All right. So just to remind you guys, the first 5 picks are the Phoenix Suns, Sacramento Kings, Atlanta Hawks, Grizzlies, Dallas, and me and Dylan has been split with his number 1. I think it's DeAndre Ayton, just because I think it would be cool for Devin Booker to have a big man, because Tyson Chandler's on the decline, man.
Well, he's on the decline, but they still got a lot of young dudes on there. They still got Dragon Bender.
He's ass.
So if you get, let's say, I want Luka Doncic, right? I think a point guard who can score and create for everybody. He'll play point guard. Will he not play point guard?
Yeah. But
he will play point guard.
How about Josh Jackson at the 3? So might as well just move him to the 4.
You could do whatever you want if you have Luka in that lineup because Luka's going to make everyone better. Josh Jackson's a bum anyway. You could have any decent center with a good point guard who can create for everybody, and Devin Booker's going to get his.
I mean, I know their bench is booty for sure.
Well, yeah, they need to ditch Alfred Payton or put Alfred Payton on the bench. I think Doncic's the one to go with. What, he's 18 and just won the MVP over there?
Doncic? Yeah, he's 19.
He's a baller. He is the best guard in this draft.
Oh, I forgot about Chris Smart, Marquise Chris. He's a 4 though.
He's definitely a 4. You can't put Josh in
for a 5.
Yes,
but they don't have Alex Lynn as scrub juice.
Yeah, but they also have never had a guy who can make them better.
Yeah, but that's why I think they need a big because I don't know because
then who's going to run the offense?
Devin Booker has handles.
There's a difference between running the offense and creating your own shot. Devin Booker creates his own shot. And he creates his own shot well. He does not create for everybody else.
But like I said earlier, Alfred Payton is like a Rondo.
Bum.
All right, then let him
He's
be
a
bum.
poor man's Rondo. He's the poor man's Rondo. Yeah. What? I don't want a poor man's Rondo. Give me Rondo. Give me the real Rondo. Don't give me the poor man's Rondo.
If he's going to give you at least 6-7 assists a game, that's good enough.
I don't think he's going to do that.
He did it last year.
Do you think he's going to do it again? No.
Yeah. Especially if there's Dayton down there, Ayton down there, it's a wrap.
Great.
That's Lob City.
You know what you could do? It's not Lob City. Trust me, it's not. Because Alfred Payton has no vision. Oh, yeah, he cut his hair. He could see. No, he has no vision. He has no vision at all. He is not a very good point guard. He can't create. The only time he creates is when the play is there for him. He can't freelance. I think Luka Doncic, you could go into free agency and grab a decent center, a decent big.
Who's out there right now? There's not that many.
I don't have an answer for you there. I don't have the list of people in front of me at the moment. But if you were able to get a solid big, you don't need Ayton. I'm not saying Ayton's bad. I think the Suns are in a nice predicament where they can not really make a mistake on this pick. If they take DeAndre Ayton, perfect. They got a solid big. If they take Luka Doncic, they have a young big point guard who can create.
What if Nerlens Noel goes to the Phoenix Suns and they pick up Doncic?
He's a solid guy. Nerlens just wasn't ever given the opportunity. He's a defensive guy.
Yeah, he's a defensive
and then when Joel got healthy, guess who's getting the shaft on that? He gets the shaft, and Jahlil Okafor was there, so they both end up getting shafted anyway. But it didn't really make much of a difference. If Nerlens Noel were to go there, that would be a solid pick. A defensive guy who could catch some on a pick and roll, whatever. You know, on a pick and roll, great. That's all you need.
Because I'm looking at the free agent list right now. There's not many big free agents that are centers.
Yeah, well, there's
probably the biggest one is Enes Kanter.
There's not any free agents like. There's no big centers anyway. There's like 5 that are like big name. All the rest of the league is just solid centers. If Enes Kanter didn't already come out and say that he was going to restructure for the Knicks, I'd say, oh, Enes Kanter put that foreign fuck on the Suns with all the other foreign people on there, and it would work fine. And they'd figure it out.
All right, so hypothetical. If Ayton goes first, where does Doncic go?
I don't know. That's where it's hard. Because
you think he'll go to the Kings then?
The Kings say they want him, but I don't understand why they would do that. They just drafted De'Aaron Fox. Like, that's not.
Yeah, but they don't have a point then.
De'Aaron is the point.
He's a 2 guard.
He's a point.
They'll probably have to play off of each other then.
Yeah, which doesn't. I don't understand that. Like, if I'm not the Suns, like, I think Luka can go to every team, but I don't think it makes sense. I think the Kings would have to go Michael Porter at that point.
Because you think he could fit on the Hawks still, Doncic?
Yeah.
Because they don't have anybody.
Schroeder's bum. He's definitely better than Schroeder.
Schroeder averaged 19 and 7.
Because he had to.
Yeah, but that doesn't make him a bum.
Yes, it does. Because they didn't win any games.
Because they don't have anybody else.
And then you're a bum.
So he's a good player on a bad team.
Yeah, he's a bad player on a bad team. He's the smart kid in the dumb class. He's a smart kid in the dumb class. Like, Schroeder had 2 good seasons?
This past season was his 3rd good season.
Yeah, he had so he had 3 good solid seasons. When that Hawks team won 60 games or whatever?
Yeah, he was back up to Conley, I think.
Conley?
Well, no, who was on the point guard for the Hawks?
Teague?
Jeff Teague. Yeah.
And Jeff Teague's a bum.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he did fell off when he went to the...
Yes. Like, Schroeder's garbage. Schroeder's not that good. He's a weird German dude.
I'll give you his last 3 stats. When he played under Teague, he was 11-4. Last season, not before this most recent, 17-6. This past season, 19-6.
Great. Guess what's not going to win games? Your best player only averaging 19. Sorry. You're in a weak Eastern Conference and you can't make the playoffs. That's awful.
So do you still have Porter going top 3?
I think so. I think
so. Where does Porter go?
He can literally go to everybody in the top 5, honestly.
Really?
I think the perfect fit would be Dallas.
Dallas?
I think Dallas would be a great fit for him, but Dallas is going to...
Dallas is
definitely going to get Bamba.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think Bamba, no matter what's going 5.
I think Dallas goes Bamba.
I can see Bagley going to the Grizzlies.
And
Melvin Bagley's my favorite.
I don't think Bagley falls to the Grizzlies. I think Bagley goes 2 or 3.
2 or 3?
And I think Porter can go to either one of those teams too.
So your top 3 is?
If Phoenix takes Ayton, it's Ayton, Bagley, Porter. That's how I see it.
Ayton, Bagley, Porter? Yeah. So Doncic should be 4.
Doncic, I think, would have to be 4 at that point. Because I don't see Atlanta taking him. I think Atlanta would probably take a big.
Yeah, they need a big. They don't have no bigs on there besides Mike Muscala.
That's where it's like, at that point, Porter and Bagley kind of can go to either one of them. Yeah. They're both hybrid 4s, where Porter could play more of a 3 and Bagley could play more of the 5. So, that's where that is.
How about the all right, so that's basically our top 5. Obama rating out the top 5. What does the Magic need?
Everything.
I don't think they need a guard.
I do.
So would you think Sexton?
Yeah. He would be the best fit because I hate Trae Young. So I want him nowhere near this draft.
How about Jaren Jackson or Ward?
Ward.
Even Miles Bridges, Mikal Bridges is pretty good too. The better of the Bridges brothers.
Yeah, Bridges would probably go to the 76ers at 10.
Wendell Carter's good.
Wendell Carter would probably go to the Bulls.
Bulls, you think so?
Yeah.
So, where do you think Trae Young goes then?
If he doesn't get taken at 8, I think he goes to the Knicks. If he doesn't get taken by Cleveland, he goes to the Knicks.
He goes to the Knicks?
Yeah.
You think the Knicks Do you think that would be a good fit?
Better than Ntilikina.
Yeah, but they have Emmanuel
Mudiay, Ntilikina.
That means one of
Trey
them.
Burke.
That's too many guards.
Yeah, Trey Burke's gone.
They only needed 3 then.
Yeah, they need a real point guard. Moody is not a real point guard.
But Mudiay and Ntilikina switch between 1 and 2.
Ntilikina's a bum.
He's
Get him the fuck out of here. He is the worst. I hate Frank Ntilikina.
Yeah, I saw some of his off-season footage. He's looking good.
I don't care. I don't care about off-season footage. I don't give a fuck. That motherfucker is a Phil Jackson, like the last shitty thing Phil Jackson did before he left.
Yeah.
Get Frank Ntilikina the fuck out of New York.
Yeah, his failed European experiments, I guess you can say.
Yeah, Phil Jackson did one good thing, and that was draft Porzingis. Which followed up with a bad thing because he drafted Porzingis, then traded Tim Hardaway just for Tim Hardaway to sign a retarded contract in Atlanta to then trade for him back.
Gosh. It even makes sense.
Fuck Phil Jackson.
Do you want to talk about Homie yet or no?
Who? Which one? Oh, Billy King? Fuck Billy King. Podcast for the podcast, the Fuck Billy King podcast. With your host, Dylan Grandmama and Muslim Goku Lagoon. This motherfucker, fuck Billy King. If I were to ever see Billy King out in these streets, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Punch him in the dick.
I'm not even just punching him in the dick. I'm beating the shit out of his knees with a crowbar. Fuck that motherfucker. So... the audience at this point has no clue that we're both Brooklyn Nets fans.
Yeah, hardcore
Brooklyn Nets fans, and our hearts have been torn out by this man, Billy King, for years.
2012.
Years. Which was very, like, at the time, when these trades went down, every Nets fan was like, yeah, we're going to do this. Yeah. And hindsight being 2020, this is the worst thing to ever happen to us. Ever as a franchise.
We were literally created to beat the Heatles. In the regular season, we beat them 4-0. We meet them in the playoffs, we lose in 6.
Yeah, so hindsight being 2020, terrible move. Very bad move because, one, I need a police officer. Somebody needs to arrest Danny Ainge. He's a madman. He's stealing from these franchises, and nobody's saying anything. Why does anybody keep trading with Danny Ainge? He doesn't make trades unless he's fleecing somebody. Unless he's stealing something from somebody, he's not making a trade.
He doesn't even re-sign players.
He doesn't re-sign players, and he doesn't draft well. Jason Tatum's the first guy in however many drafts.
Frazier's a good pickup, though.
Fuck him.
Even though he was mid-pick.
Fuck him. Like... Jason Tatum is the best player he's ever drafted. And it's only been 1 year. It's only been 1 year. I think Jaylen Brown's a bum. I'm okay with saying that. I may be proven wrong.
Opinion.
You have a different opinion. I think he's a bum. I don't think he's confident when he shoots, and he still doesn't look like he knows what he's doing with the ball. He's a bum. Marcus Smart thinks he's a three-point shooter. Guess what Marcus Smart isn't?
He's a defensive player.
He's not a three-point shooter. Great. Fantastic. He doesn't draft well. Terry Rozier... I'm not bought into the hype either. I'm not bought into the scary Terry
I
hype train.
Terry Rozier is a starting point guard without Kyrie there.
I don't think Terry's a point guard anywhere.
He's a
product of injuries.
But then he stepped up when Kyrie went down.
He's a product also of that system.
Kind of like Isaiah Thomas, I guess.
Yes. Anybody who plays with Brad Stevens...
plays well.
Except, I'll give you an exception. Jason Tatum at some point is going to average 30 in his career. I stand by that. If anybody wants to correct me, come fight me afterwards. And I'm wrong in 10 years, whatever, come fight me. But Jason Tatum will average 30 at some point in his career. Whether he's still Brad Stevens or if he goes down to Orlando because he wants to save Orlando as a franchise because they suck ass. If he wants to go average 30 in Orlando, he'll probably go average 30 in Orlando because that man is silky smooth. If you take Terry Rozier, who, if you take a look at all the playoff games after Milwaukee, was garbage. He was trash against every other team he played against. He was only good against Milwaukee. In Philly, he didn't do great. He wasn't fantastic in Philly, and he was awful against Cleveland.
Terry?
Yeah.
Terry did well against the...
But did he do as good as he did against Milwaukee? No.
No.
He did not. Mm-hmm. He is a product of Eric Bledsoe being lazy on defense. Mm-hmm. A product of Eric Bledsoe being lazy on defense. That's all he is.
So I'm trying to get the list down of picks that was picked by Boston or traded from the next pick. So far from last year's Markelle Fultz when they traded up or traded down or some weird stuff like that. And then the following year was... I'm trying to find it. Following year was Jaylen Brown. So that was the third pick. I think Damian Lillard was one of the picks. Damn, how many years? How many picks did we give up?
The trade went down in 2014.
14. So we have 4 or 5 years.
We finally have our pick back. Not this season, the 2019 draft. So we gave up 4 picks. Mm-hmm. 4 first-round picks.
So Kelly Oubre got picked at one of the picks. Wow, we lost a lot of good players.
Yes, we lost a lot of good players because dumb fuck Billy King thought it was a great idea to let's go get a Garnett who literally just left his prime. Let's go get a Paul Pierce who we took Paul Pierce if Paul Pierce was a sponge and rinsed every ounce of greatness out of him. Every ounce. And what sucks is...
But the thing is, Paul Pierce admitted he wanted to go to Brooklyn because I forgot what was the reason, because he said on ESPN, and then KG waived the no trade clause because he wanted to go.
He agreed to go if KG went.
No, it's vice versa. KG agreed to go if Paul Pierce went.
Yes. But Paul Pierce didn't have no trade clause, so he was getting traded regardless.
James Young was 2014 pick from our pick.
So we ended up getting KG, Paul Pierce, and Jason Terry. Mm-hmm. Jason Terry, mind you, was gone halfway through the season. Yeah. Completely gone halfway through the season. Paul Pierce and KG did their thing for one of the years. That was the year we also had Sean Livingston. Mm-hmm. And then that year, not the first year, the second year we had this team when we lost to Miami in 5 or 6?
Yeah, it was 6.
It was 6. We had Sean Livingston take the last shot.
Mm-hmm. And that was the year before he went to Golden State, right?
Yep, that was the year where he got his contract going to Golden State. I remember watching this shit happen live on TV, and I never was yelling at this TV so loud in my life on a lineup that had Darren Williams, Joe Johnson, Paul Pierce, KG, Brooke Lopez,
Chris Humphries.
Fuck Chris Humphries.
I love Chris Humphries.
Fuck Chris Humphries. He's lucky he kind of didn't have Jay dropping from the team. Sean Livingston's on the lineup where it's Sean Livingston, Darren Williams, Paul Pierce, KG, Brooke Lopez. Sean Livingston's backing down Dwayne Wade for the post fadeaway for the last shot in the game. Why is it Sean Livingston? I blame Billy King. It's not his decision, but I blame Billy King. Yeah. Was Jason Kidd already gone at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had Jason Kidd for a year as a coach.
I think this is like PJ Carlissimo. No, Avery Johnson.
Fuck Avery Johnson. Fuck Avery Johnson. Hate Avery Johnson. He's got a left-handed jumper. He's a bum.
We gave up a first-round pick for Gerald Wallace, and with that pick was Damian Lillard.
Oh, that was Damian Lillard. Oh my god, because that was such a good thing to do. I remember being so fucking mad that we traded for Gerald Wallace. I was so mad. Holy shit, was I mad? Why did that happen? Why did we trade for Gerald Wallace? How long did he stay with the team?
2-3 years.
He didn't even make it to Brooklyn.
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yeah.
He was gone in my head.
This was the year Brooklyn became Brooklyn.
Yeah, we got him. He was on our team when they became Brooklyn because he was wearing a red jersey at one point.
Oh, yeah, it was one season. Yeah. One season.
Then he was gone.
No. He stood for Brooklyn for 2-3 years.
I don't remember that. Maybe I'm just an asshole. But I hated him so much I already thought he was gone.
No, you know what's crazy though? When he came to Brooklyn, he could shoot the 3. He could shoot the 3.
Not well.
The last season and a half, his 3-point rate went from 36 to 20.
He's a bum.
It was.
This is also Gerald Wallace, who was well past his prime. He was already the Bobcats already washed him out.
He was in there for 2 years.
Yeah, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, Gerald Wallace. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, the first season in New Jersey / Brooklyn, 15 points a game. The following year, 7 points a game.
Fuck out of here. Get that weak shit out of here. Yeah. I'm so over it. I'm over it. Like, Billy King's the reason we have nothing but bad luck.
Yeah.
Complete nothing but bad luck as Nets fans.
Yeah, but I can say Sean Marks did have been cleaning stuff up. Because Sean Marks did steal a few. Because last year, I think we sent out for Tyler Johnson, Alan Crabb, and some other player. We ended up getting Alan Crabb for virtually nothing. We traded freaking Andrew Nicholson for Alan Crabb.
Yeah.
Then we traded bum-ass Justin Hamilton to the Raptors for DeMar Carroll.
And fuck that DeMar Carroll contract, by the way.
And we got some first-round picks back.
If I was Toronto, I would have gotten that motherfucker out of there, too. They realized they fucked that one up. That was their LeBron stopper. Right. How well did that work out for you, Toronto? Real well. Swept.
He played good in the Nets, though.
I don't give a fuck. I hate DeMar Carroll.
14 points a game?
I hate DeMar Carroll.
Why? Because it's dreads.
No. I'm fine with people who have fucking dreads. You're making me seem racist now. It's not a thing. I just think he's a bum. I hate being a bum team with bum players. That's what kills me. Mm-hmm. Like, I think the only, two players on our team I like are Dinwiddie and LeVert.
The Ethiopian sprinter?
The Ethiopian sprinter. He's looked like he's playing in the fucking Nigeria in the World Cup right now, that motherfucker. But he's great. I like LeVert. I really do like LeVert, and Dinwiddie's a fucking animal.
You don't like D'Lo?
I'm souring on D'Lo. I'm souring on him. I'm glad we dumped that Brook Lopez contract.
I like Jared Allen, though.
I do like Jared
I'm going to tell you guys right now, Jared Allen, top 5 center in 4 years.
You're crazy. No, he won't.
In 4 years, top 5 center.
No, he won't. You want to know why he won't?
He's getting a 3.
Great, but he can't do anything else.
What can he
do on offense?
On offense, he's a post player, too.
He's not that good in the post.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Have you watched any of the games?
Yes, I have. We went to one, remember?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he didn't do shit in the post. You know what all his points were? They were putbacks and alley-oops.
Hey, DeAndre Jordan, how do you think he's getting paid?
Great, he's a bum too.
He has a better shot than him, though.
That's not hard. My 3-year-old son has a better shot than DeAndre Jordan.
I mean, at least he could go into the 3 and shoot it if he wants to, and unlike DeAndre.
I'd leave him open.
You leave him open?
Absolutely. I don't get that respect.
And he's a good defensive player, too.
Great. Top 5 centers aren't defensive players.
Should be.
Look at the top 5 centers in the league right now. Guess what they're not good at?
Well, Anthony Davis is like top 5 in
That's it. He's like the only one.
Who else? Damn, you're right.
Top 5 centers. 1, not really a list you want to be on because every center in the league's a bum. So, again, smart kid in the dunk class. But I don't see Jared Allen being a top 5 center at any point.
So, speaking of top 5s, you want to do some top 5s right now?
Absolutely. I got some random ones.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be relatively good.
So, we start with
I know we went over these a little earlier, so let's get this going. Top 5 players I miss, which is not just players that aren't around anymore, just top 5 players I just miss seeing playing in the NBA at any point since I've been watching. This is not in any order. This is just a list of players. Number 1, Brandon Jennings.
Yeah,
I miss Brandon Jennings.
I mean, he played last year, though.
Yeah, but not to the Brandon Jennings I know and love.
The Milwaukee Bucks, Brandon Jennings?
His first, 2-3 years in Milwaukee were fucking insane.
His first game as a rookie, 55 points.
Yeah. And was he the first rookie to have a triple-double that year, too?
I think
because he beat Steph. Steph had one that year, too. But Brandon Jennings, career average 14 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. It's kind of the latter end of his career recently is why his numbers kind of staggered, but he was retarded to watch because he's lightning quick handle. He was supposed to be in the dunk contest, in his first or second year.
6'1".
Doesn't mean he can't bounce. Nate Robinson's 5'9". Shut up.
Yeah, but Nate Robinson got more vert than Brandon Jennings.
Have you seen Brandon Jennings do a windmill?
No, I have not. Probably in high school.
Okay, he was short of end. Nah, Brandon Jennings was supposed to be in the dunk contest and he tweaked his knee or something. And he didn't get a chance to actually do it. He was going to be fire in that. But dunk contests suck, so we don't want to go there. But crazy jumper, crazy handles. He had a nasty pull-up. And he was the only thing that really was against him was his, he was skinny as fuck.
Yeah, super skinny.
So
even still to this day, he's skinny.
Still very
not
skinny.
Bulked up at all.
He's very lean to be 6'3" to be doing that, but also got still a smooth left-hand jumper that I have a sweet. He
has kind of a hitch though, like he goes up top, then swings it back a little bit, then shoots it.
Still silky smooth though.
Yeah.
Speaking of more, this list has a bunch of left-handed people on it. Sorry, whatever. If you don't like left-handed jump shots, you're wrong. People with left-handed jump shots get buckets. They get true. Buckets.
No, there's scientific proof that left-handed people are more athletic than right-handed people.
Even though they they have a more difficult time shooting it differently, like we do. But whatever. Number 2, Cuttino Mobley. I love Cuttino Mobley, and I've always loved Cuttino Mobley. When he was on the Clippers, when he was on the Rockets, he is my guy.
But did he go to the Knicks one time?
Yes, he was on the Knicks as well. And I'll never forget how happy I was when it was like 2 years ago. I saw tape of him playing in the Drew League or something with his gray hair and his gray beard, crossing dudes up and dropping buckets. I'm like, yo, give me Cuttino Mobley on the Nets. He got a cool 15. He's gonna have a heart attack. Get buckets. Oh, he's definitely gonna have a heart attack. Definitely.
That's why he retired, because if he had like heart.
Yeah, he'll retire right in the middle of the court after hitting a buzzer beater. Sits right there having a goddamn heart attack. I love Cuttino Mobley. Cuttino Mobley is one of those players where I have extreme soft spots for because my childhood consists of Cuttino Mobley and Tracy McGrady. I absolutely love it. Number 3, Michael Redd. Another left-handed jumper, which was just silky smooth.
He has no knees.
No knees at all. I don't know how he jumped, but that left-handed jumper was money. Yo, that dude could hit shots.
Who did he shit on? Kobe Bryant? That one? He had like 60-something, I think?
Michael Redd. I don't know about 60. I don't know the exact
61, I think? Or 51?
Michael Redd is a motherfucker.
Dude.
Motherfucker.
Dude, he would be nice in the NBA right now.
He'd be, I wouldn't say he'd be Clay, but like shooting styles, he'd probably be Clay.
He has a better looking jumper than Clay to me.
I don't think so. Clay's got a beautiful jumper. It's just, he's left-handed, so for it to be left-handed and be as smooth as it is, the only other left-handed person I've ever think has a smooth jump shot like that is James Harden.
Yeah.
James Harden's jump shot's fucking beautiful too.
Have you noticed James Harden release isn't like a flick? It's more like his hand is a little bit to the left. It's not like a typical.
Well, he still has his elbow points out, so it doesn't really matter what his arm does at that point. Number 4, Devin Harris. I think I'm the only Nets fan of all time who really fucks with Devin Harris. When Jason Kidd got traded, and I forgot it was like 2007?
Traded
2006, 2007, 2008? Yeah. When we got Devin Harris, I'll never forget watching Yes Network. They went through all the players they went to RJ and Vince Carter and all these other guys, fucking Josh Boone. And
we get to that.
I hate that motherfucker. Go to Josh Boone and they're like, oh, what do you think about the Devin Harris acquisition? Every single one of these guys was like, who's that? And it was great. I thought it was hysterical. But Devin Harris comes in, looking like a mouse, crossing dudes up, super quick.
How about that step back?
My favorite cross to step back move of all time, to the point where I've used it
step back
in real life. The reverse pull back between the legs, snatch, and just pull up.
From mid-range.
Dirtiest move I've ever seen, done so frequently.
Yeah. YouTube it. If
you've never seen Devin Harris step back, go ahead. That dude moves so fast with the ball. I think he has the world record for it. Passed to Tony Parker. They did it in his one All-Star year. He went from one end of the court to the other of the basketball. Devin Harris averages for his career 11, 4, and 2 after he left the Nets. Never got any respect.
But the Nets, he averaged like 20, 22?
He had like 22. The year he did was an All-Star. I think he was anywhere from 22 to 26. I think him and Brooke were All-Star at the same time. Fuck Brooke Lopez. I'm surprised he didn't make any of my lists. I hate that motherfucker. Billy King should have let Jason Kidd trade Brooke Lopez when he had the chance. My bad. I'm sorry. I think I'm also the only Nets fan in the world that hates Brooke Lopez to every extent. He's a bum. I hate him. He's an absolute bum. Fuck Brooke Lopez.
The only thing I hated about Brooke, he never grabbed rebounds.
Yeah. Well, you are 7'2". Grab a fucking rebound.
Like what? He's like, what? One season he averaged like 21 points and like 3 rebounds.
I think his last season with the Nets, I've never seen a stat sheet so upsetting to see a center average 26 points and grab 2 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
2 rebounds a game. I remember.
How do you grab 2 rebounds?
I could go. Jaden, my 3-year-old son, can go out there and grab 2 rebounds a game. He's 3 and he's all of 3 foot nothing, and he could go and grab all these rebounds. Brooke Lopez is the softest player I've ever met in my life. He's a I bet you he's a submissive. I bet you he likes girls stepping on his face. He likes that shit. I hate Brooke Lopez so much. So much. Number 5, Gilbert Arenas.
Oh yeah, that's one guy.
I miss Gilbert Arenas.
God.
Gilbert Arenas, growing up, besides Tracy McGrady, is probably my top 5 players I liked watching because Hibachi would go out there,
Agent Zero,
bang threes like nobody's business, take his jersey off, leave it in the middle of the court, and just leave.
He would throw it into the crowd sometimes too.
He would throw it to the crowd. The best thing is when he would just take it off and just lay it with his name up, jersey number up, name up, and just walk the fuck away. Walk the fuck away, which is the most baller thing you can do, the most disrespectful baller thing you could do. Arguably, I think he's one of the greatest 3-year stretches of all time.
Yeah, definitely. Even though his shoes were ugly as shit.
His shoes were awful. Those Adidas Hypercuts, where it was just like the round circle around the ankle and the 3 lines, everybody had a pair of those. Yeah. And it was the ugliest shit of all time.
They're red, white, and blue ones, right?
His, since he was on the Wizards team, he had the alternate gold, black, and white jerseys, and then the blue, gold, and white jerseys.
Because he did have a red, white, and blue one that I went to. I remember one of my boy Don Perry, shout out Don Perry. He had the red, white, and blue Arenases, and everybody said, "Yo, you can." Because when I was little, like people had like freaking those Skechers Shaq shoes with the Shaq logo. Yeah,
Dunk Man.
Yeah, the Dunk Man.
Dunk Man.
So Dom, he came to the basketball court with the Gilbert Arenases. They're like, "Ooh, yo, ballers, son. You better get buckets."
Some of the ugliest shoes I've ever seen, besides Gilbert Arenas Adidas, were some of those Tracy McGrady Adidas. Oh my god. Tracy McGrady, in case any of you guys don't know, is my favorite player of all time. He's incredibly disrespected by everybody because he's better than Kobe. Fuck you guys. But his shoes are so ugly. Adidas, what the fuck are you doing? This is why I think to this day, that might be the reason I don't own anything Adidas. I hate everything Adidas. Everything about Adidas. Everything. Those 3 stripes. Fuck those 3 stripes. You ruined my favorite player's sneakers. You ruined my favorite player's sneakers, and I can't forgive you. No.
Those joggers are nice.
The joggers are nice. I'll give them that. Well, do I own any? No, because I'm not going to be the guy that has all the Nike shit and then the Adidas pants. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. You ruined my favorite player's sneakers. Fuck you. Fuck you, Adidas. But Gilbert Arenas, for that 3-year stretch, went from like 22 points, 26 points, and almost 30. Yeah. Game where he dropped like 60 on Kobe.
Yeah, 60 on Kobe, yeah.
I think he's the one you're talking about.
Yeah. Michael Red did drop some shit on Kobe, too.
He did, but Gilbert Arenas dropping 60 on Kobe made Kobe just work. That shit's unbelievable. It sucks that he had to retire at 30.
Because of knees.
Gun charges and then knees. Because he was when he got moved to that Magic team, I thought he was going to be the reason they fucking won a title. Yeah. I thought he was going to be that guy because Jameer Nelson, also top 5 bum on my list. I hate him.
What?
He got big ass shoulders. He's a running back.
Yo, he's balling right now. He's still in the league.
Fuck him. I don't care. He's not good. He benefited from throwing the ball up to Dwight when Dwight was crazy good.
But didn't he become an all-star because of Dwight?
Did he become an all-star? I don't remember him ever being an all-star. I know in college he won like Player of the Year, National Player of the Year.
I'm thinking LeBron because Mo Williams became an all-star with LeBron.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck Mo Williams. He's not good either. That wraps up that top 5.
No, I got an honorable mention though.
Okay.
Ty Lawson. I love Ty Lawson. Even though he's nothing but 5'9".
I don't
with
like
shoes,
Ty Lawson.
I like Ty Lawson.
I don't like Ty Lawson. Maybe it's because he beats the shit out of his girlfriend. I don't know. But I just never really liked Ty Lawson. But that Nuggets team he was on was really good.
That Nuggets the Kings team, he fell off.
Yes. That Nuggets team was very good because it was him, Wilson Chandler, Danilo Gallinari, Kenneth Faried when Kenneth Faried was good.
You hear the Nets might think about getting him?
No thanks. I'm tired of getting washed players.
No, because they're trying to combine Kenneth Faried in that 14th pick.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that. The draft is overrated for the NBA. Yeah. I don't need a fucking 14th pick and we take somebody we don't need. Like, we already... I like the Brook Lopez trade and I hate it at the same time because we watched Kyle Kuzma just walk to the Lakers. Yeah. But, like, whatever. It is what it is. I'll get over it. My life has been disappointing as a Nets fan anyway. The best thing to happen to me as a Nets fan is when we traded for Darren Williams. That's my highlight as a Nets fan.
I was happy.
Besides the finals appearances and all that stuff, the highlight in the last 10 years is when I'm a fucking sophomore in my high school class. I forgot where I was. And I get the Sports Center update on my phone. The Nets trade Devin Harris the rights to Derek Favors or whatever to the Utah Jazz for Darren Williams. I had the biggest stiffy on the planet. Blicky got the stiffy on. Yo, I was
on the regular.
On the regular. Yo, I was elated. I was just like, oh, Darren Williams is my favorite point guard. At this point, Darren Williams was my favorite point guard in the league because he was fucking dirty. Yeah. Crossing motherfuckers. Quick ass handles. Underrated handles. Yeah. Honorable mention for this miss, Darren Williams. I miss Darren Williams. Fuck all you guys.
Yeah, we got him with a fucking fucked up wrist, though.
We did get him with a fucked up wrist. He's one of my favorite players to ever wear the red and then wear the black. Love that motherfucker. Fuck Joe Johnson.
I thought Dwight was going to come because of Darren Williams.
Oh, fuck Dwight.
No, because... there was an interview yesterday when Dwight was on the jump with Rachel Nicholson. Yes. He said that he played on the Lakers hurt and still averaged 18 and 13. Mm-hmm. So, but this was kind of like prime Dwight when he wanted to leave Orlando. Mm-hmm. So I think if he
he fucked up and came back too early on his back surgery.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't. That's why.
But this is before he opted in again with the Orlando Magic because he was still good at the time. So I would have liked to see D. Will with
Dwight. A real center.
Yeah, with the real center.
Not Brooke Lopez. Yeah. Soft ass, lanky ass Brooke Lopez.
You know, I got a big stiffy when freaking Joe Johnson came though.
I did too.
I remember.
And then I realized that his contract was absolutely retarded. Yeah, at that point, he was the highest paid player in the league. Yeah. All right, I guess teams just like dumping their fucking their high paid players on us.
Joe Jesus.
Jesus. But I was ecstatic when we bought his ass out. I was like, "Thank you for getting us to the playoffs, Joe Johnson. You underperformed, and get the fuck out of here." Goodbye. Fuck that shit. I miss Darren Williams. What's next?
See, what's in your top list? What else you got?
I got. All right, we're going back to my top five. We're gonna keep going. We'll keep going.
See, I got the next subject of your top five.
Gotcha. Top 5 underappreciated players. Number 1, I'm biased as shit. Tracy McGrady. Nobody pays my guy any type of respect. All the players do. Kobe said Tracy McGrady is the hardest player he ever had to defend because he was like 6'8" and can do everything.
And he had sleepy looking eyes.
He had a lazy eye. Shut up. Tracy McGrady is responsible for my single favorite basketball moment, which is him dropping 13 points
in 13 seconds.
In 13 seconds on that Spurs team, where Pop was just like, I don't know. What do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? Tracy McGrady, if he didn't get hurt as consistent as he did, and if he ever played on a team with teammates that didn't get hurt, Tracy McGrady, not even i.e. Grant Hill, when he was in Orlando. He went to Orlando to play with Grant Hill, and that bitch has Calvin Cato.
Which we'll mention later.
Which I will also mention later. Fuck Calvin Cato. Don't have a real reason why I fucking hate Calvin Cato. I was like 10 playing NBA Live 05. Fuck Calvin Cato. And he went over there to play with that motherfucker Grant Hill, and he fucked up his ankles. And it was like, he never caught a break. Averaging 30 in Orlando, putting on Christmas Day showcases against Allen Iverson, where he's dropping 45. Shit. Tracy McGrady would be in top 5, not even, I think, top 3 shooting guards of all time if he never got hurt.
Over Dwayne Wade?
Absolutely over Dwayne Wade. Absolutely over Dwayne Wade. I love Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade's one of my favorite players that I actually got to watch his whole career. Yeah. Tracy McGrady is better than Dwayne Wade. Tracy McGrady is better than Kobe Bryant. If anybody ever wants to fuck with me and tell me otherwise, fuck off. Kobe played with Shaq. Yeah. I don't care. I'm not saying he was carried, but Kobe in the early parts of the 2000s, if he had that team he beat the Celtics with when Kendrick Perkins got hurt, wouldn't have won anything. Shaq is the
like even those years after Shaq left, like
they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, they missed the
playoffs. They got bumped out in the first round all the time. Fuck Kobe Bryant.
Until Powell came.
I like Kobe Bryant. Let me stop. I really do like Kobe Bryant. He's the best mind ever in basketball, but he is not better than Tracy McGrady. Sorry, Kobe. Kobe. Number 2, we got a 2-time list maker, Gilbert Arenas. Underrated, underappreciated. His run, like I said, I think is one of the greatest 3-year runs that you'll ever see. I think it'll be like Iverson, whoever the hell you want to name after that, because I can't think of anyone who had a better 3-year run. Probably Steve Nash.
But I have very negative opinions about Steve. He shouldn't have won those 2 MVPs.
I don't think so either.
He just looked good because of all the people he was around.
Nah,
he only averaged like 15 and 10 and won the MVP over Shaq.
He shouldn't have won over Shaq. I don't think so. But
even the following year,
he was also a product. He shot crazy percentages and was like super efficient.
But wasn't he like a 50-90-90 player or something like that, or 50-50-90 something like that? Yeah.
Whatever that club is, he was a part of that club. Which I think Dirk was that club too.
I think it's like 50% from three, 50% from the field, 90% from free throw. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yes, I think Dirk was in that field at one point too, or maybe just in the playoffs. But yeah, but I think Steve Nash had a great 2 or 3 year stretch, and then I say Gilbert. Mm-hmm. Gilbert is super underappreciated. The hibachi is missed.
Oh, that's what I think. I think Shaq and Kobe he ripped over. I think Kobe should have won one of them, and then Shaq should have won the other one.
I think Dwayne Wade should have won the one in 2006. Nope. What year? The year Kobe won the MVP, I thought Dwayne Wade should have won.
Oh yeah, that's the one you're talking about.
Yes. Yeah. Kobe won that MVP. Sorry, Kobe. Love you. I may be shitting on you super hard, but Dwayne Wade deserved that MVP. He carried that team every fucking year. But whatever. I'm starting to think I sound like a hater. Number 3, Jason Williams, White Chocolate. Hey. Super underappreciated. This dude has so much flavor. Every player thought he was black. He was saucing on dudes.
I give him the nigga pass.
Yeah, he can say it.
I give him the nigga pass.
He can say it. That's fine. I totally understand. If Chris Webber probably let him say it too.
Yeah.
Everybody, Dwayne Wade, Shaq, GP, all those guys on that Heat team he won with too. Yeah. Probably let him get away with it.
Like it's crazy how we never appreciate him until now. Like looking back at some of those highlights and what he did, and even do you have his averages or no?
Yes, I do. Jason Williams, 10 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds for a career.
But and at that time, the point guard wasn't even that good.
Most point guards weren't averaging that shit.
Yeah, at the time, so
because every point guard was starting to become a scorer.
Even when he was in Memphis, I loved him. He was really good.
I didn't care for much in Memphis.
You just saw him on the Kings.
That Kings team is where
in the Heat team.
But even in the latter end of his career, the fact that he still was averaging 6 assists when he wasn't playing much.
Yeah. And I think his assist turnover ratio is one of the best in the league because he almost never traveled and he never turned the ball over. It's very rare.
It's crazy because he would do that elbow pass and it definitely was a travel. But
no, it's not 1-2.
Yeah, sometimes he would drag a third. Sometimes he would drag a third. I'm not here or there. Excuse me. Number 4. Rod Strickland. Kyrie Irving before Kyrie Irving. Yeah. Kyrie Irving's godfather. Homeboy averaged 13 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Again, somebody who could average 7 assists for a career at a later point of his career where he didn't play as much, still to average 7.
Yeah. And he taught Kyrie that little rotation on the ball off the glass. He definitely taught him that. I think he mentioned on the Area 21 with KG.
He did. Yeah. Rod Strickland is crazy good. He literally was, if you had to compare him to any player that's playing right now, it would be Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
I love Kyrie
He just didn't have the speed
Kyrie definitely didn't. And he was definitely way scrawnier. Kyrie's definitely got a bit of a body on him compared to Rod Strickland. But number 5, arguably one of my favorite point guards of all time, Penny Hardaway.
Penny Hardaway, yeah. 6'7"?
6'7", 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
The only thing I say about Penny, if he never messed up his knees, or his knees never got messed up, that Shaq and him, they would have won a few championships.
Well, Shaq decided to leave even before those injuries. When Penny started to become Penny, a star, Shaq was like, I'm out! Deuces. Y'all aren't going to pay me this crazy amount of money.
Yeah, because I think it was that Alonzo, right?
Alonzo Mourning.
I forgot
fucked it up.
Yeah, Miami. I think they offered $120 million.
Yes.
And then Shaq was like, I want the same thing.
I want more.
Yeah, I want more. Yeah. I don't think they gave it to him.
Penny played with some crazy good teams. Not even just that Magic team, that Suns team we talked about earlier that had Jason Kidd on it too. They were stacked.
Yeah.
But he was just always hurt. And it sucks because all these guys on this list right now, I think Tracy's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Jason Williams won't get a chance. No. Rod Strickland won't ever get a chance. No. I think the only other person who has a chance to get on here is maybe Penny.
Penny, yeah.
Maybe Penny.
Maybe. Probably he'll be like a third or fourth ballot or something.
It'll take him years to get in. It'll take him years to get in.
Probably when we're
he's
older.
eligible.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think he'll get in.
It'll probably have to be like a weak class for him to get in.
A very weak class for him to get in because he's the only one I think can even scratch that because Gilbert only really had 3 years.
Yeah. Gilbert won't make it. Yeah, he won't make it in there. You have another 5?
I do. I got more than 5.
Uh-uh.
Top 5 most hated players. These are just people I fucking hate. I absolutely hate these guys. Number 1, Josh Childress. Fuck Josh Childress. For no particular reason. I just hate him for every ounce of my being. So you can understand when the Nets, they're like, we're going to sign Josh Childress from fucking Turkey. How mad I was. This hatred for Josh Childress goes many years.
He was on the Suns before the Turkey, right?
Yeah.
Because I know the Suns signed him to like a $37 million contract.
Yeah, and they fucking...
Something happened, then he went to...
Yeah, he's a bum! He's a bum. He's a burger. He's a bum. He's a complete bum. His afro's trash. Uh-huh. He's 30-something years old and still has braces. Like, I think I'm just being petty, but I hate everything about him. Maybe it's because, like, when I play, we're going to go back to NBA Live 05, when I do my fantasy draft for the franchise, it seems like I always end up with this bitch on my team. I always end up with this bitch Josh Childress on my team. He had a shitty jump shot, super ugly, and he can't do anything.
He played for UCLA or no?
I hope not.
I forgot what team.
That also has hatred.
I'll look it up.
Deep underlying hatred because I'm a USC Trojans fan. Mm-hmm. So fuck UCLA. Fuck that shit. But he needs to figure his shit out. I hate that man with every fiber of my being. Fuck.
Stanford. He went to Stanford.
Again, fuck him. Number 2, Josh Boone. Fuck Josh Boone. Big nose, cornrows. He thought he was Justin Timberlake. He's a bum. That's kind of it. 5 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Yeah, fuck out of here. Worst net of all time.
What was that?
Actually, Scalabrini's better than him as a net.
Scalabrine?
Scalabrine definitely is better than him as a net.
Scalabrine actually put up some numbers on the Nets, though.
Yeah, well, he's still Scalabrine, so... If you're ever going to be the lowest rated player in a 2K game, I can't really talk about you. I can't defend you. If that's how it's going to be, I can't defend you. Number 3, Sasha Vujacic.
The machine!
The machine. It seems like, now that I'm looking at this list right now, it seems like it's all players that have played for the Nets.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
I'm really upset right now. After I'm really looking at this list, it's just a bunch of guys that used to play for the Nets, and...
kind of upset.
I'm rather upset. Because all this reminds me... of is that off season where we fucking signed Jordan Farmar, Sasha Vujacic, and Travis Outlaw. Why? Why?
Jordan Farmar said he wants to be the next starting point guard in the league or something like that.
Yeah, Jordan Farmar can go fuck himself. He had a square head, a giant square head. Sasha Vujacic was automatic behind the 3-point line, but holy shit. I hate his fucking long, thin hair. Mm-hmm. He's annoying as fuck. And he cut it and he looked like Sacha Baron Cohen. Looked like he's about to play Borat. Oh, I hate and fuck Travis Outlaw too.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you misdeed him.
I hate
when he said what was the contract, like 4 years, 12 mil? Oh no, it was some crazy contract.
Where he was making like $12 million a year. It was like an $80 million contract or something. Yeah, like that.
And then freaking when the amnesty clause came in with the CBA,
bounce
right
Get
there,
the fuck
like
out of here.
Next day,
it was a bomb.
Guys, I don't think he's played basketball since.
God, the team also had Bobby Simmons on it.
Bobby Simmons, easy on Leon.
What the fuck? Keon Dooling.
Oh,
my heart hurts. My heart hurts. Why do we name this show Jump Shot Therapy? We should just name it Burn the Nets Down. This is awful. Watch them burn. God, give me a name of every GM for the Nets ever. I need to send them letters. I'm going, I want to hurt somebody. This really just makes me upset. I'm rather upset. Sasha Vujacic, 5 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, whatever. Fuck Sasha Vujacic. Number 4, Chuck Hayes. 6'6" center who would back up 7'6" Yao Ming. You're a bitch. You're a bitch and your jump shot was the absolute worst. Die. Number 5, Kelvin Cato. I think this is just 10-year-old me hating Kelvin Cato because he did nothing when I played with him.
I don't even know who Kelvin Cato is.
He's one of the most obscure players I've ever, I can remember. He never did shit. His averages are the same as Josh Boone's, 515. He was just there on an Orlando Magic team that I just don't understand him. Fuck you, Kelvin Cato. Man, let's pull up what you're talking. I'm getting hooked up. Right. What's next?
All right, so one thing I want to talk about is free agency. And we're just gonna talk about the elephant in the room.
Top 5 ugliest NBA players of all time. Let's do this, guys. I'm cooled down, ready to go. Number 1, E.T. Sam Cassell. Send that motherfucker back on a UFO. Get him the fuck out of here. Number 2, Tyrone Hill. Looks like a bat. It looks like a mummy. Get him the fuck out of here.
Tyrone Hill 76ers, if you know who that is.
If you don't know what it is, you're lucky. You have the pleasure of dodging one of the ugliest dudes I've ever seen in my life. Number 3, my favorite player on this list, DJ Benga. I love DJ Benga to every extent. In case you guys are wondering, there is a video that was put up on the internet like 13 years ago when DJ Benga was on the Mavericks. It's all 5 seconds. It's a video of him saying taco. It's absolutely hysterical. It's my favorite video of all time. I love DJ Benga, but he is a ugly motherfucker. Number 4, Popeye Jones. Fuck Popeye Jones. He is hideous. If you took a Mr. Potato Head, put it any configuration you want. You want the ears where the eyes are. You want the mouth where the nose is. Whatever. Take Mr. Potato Head, put him in the microwave for like 3 minutes, and watch him melt. That's Popeye Jones. He is absolutely hideous. He literally looks like if Sloth from the Goonies and Omar from The Wire had a baby. It's the worst. The worst. I know 2 dudes can't have kids, like, biologically, but fuck it. That's what we're doing here. Number 5, Chris Kaman. He looks like a child molester. Gosh. Fuck Chris Kaman. Chris Kaman, when he had hair, looked like he had scabs all over his scalp and looked like he touched little boys. He looked like, for fun, he would chase school buses. That's what he looked like. Fuck Chris Kaman. Ugly as fuck. And then we got one more list for you, my top 5 worst jump shots. Kevin Martin is one of my favorite players. Yeah. Growing up, his jump shot was fucking hideous. He's literally 2 clicks to the left away from being Lonzo Ball. Yeah. But he got buckets. He averaged like 22? Consistently 20-something a year.
Yeah, for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, for the Kings. They went to the Rockets and averaged like 18, 19.
Yeah.
So, love you, Kevin Martin. You're my dad. Number 2, Marcus Camby. You had a catapult jump shot. Fuck you. Chuck Hayes. You locked your knees and you almost fell every time you shot. Number 4, Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Move your right elbow out a little bit. Your shit's fucked, homie. And number 5, Sean Marion. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, my beard.
Those are God. He wouldn't even shoot. He would just flick it. He would literally just flick the ball. It's too bad we don't have video right now because I'm flicking.
Like, how can you get that much arc from your waist?
I don't get it. He had a shit ton of arc on that shit.
Yeah, how?
Which I don't get it.
He
literally shot with both his elbows at it, like literally out width-wise. Like if you were drawing a straight line and you had a basketball in between your arms, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, the arms are parallel to the ground.
Yeah. Holy fuck. Fuck these lists. I had a lot of fun doing them.
Alright, back. Elephant in the room. What will LeBron do?
I have no clue. I thought it was going to be a Spurs move. Yeah. I thought it was going to be the opportunity for LeBron to finally play with a great head coach and put that stigma to rest.
Because I would have loved to see. I think that would have been the best fit other than these other teams. It would have been LeBron, Kawhi, LA, LaMarcus Aldridge, Murray, Parker off the bench, Danny Green off the bench, and whoever their center is. I don't know who their center is. That would have been...
They have a couple guys. I think in order for them to get LeBron, though, I think Aldridge would have gotten traded because Aldridge is also a bum.
I love Aldridge.
Yeah, but he never shows up when he counts. So why do you want him on your team? Great in the regular season, but the playoffs he crumbles. So what's the point? Yeah. No point in having him. Goodbye. Pau Gasol they'd have to get rid of.
No, that was the thing. It was going to be Pau leaving and LeBron coming in. That's what it was going to be.
LeBron would have to change his contract then.
Yeah. I mean, he's already almost a billionaire. So
he does. If he decided to take take less money, I'd like to see that. But I think for me personally, I think you have to dump LA. You have to dump Pau. Ginobili, his contract gets restructured literally every year. Yeah. He goes from 1 year making $15 million, and next year like next $4 million. Next 4 years making $2 million a year. Yeah. They take care of him. I think if Ginobili doesn't retire, he'll.
I think Ginobili retires if LeBron doesn't come. Because I think the only way Ginobili will stay if LeBron comes.
Yeah, I can see that because I can get him one more ring.
Yeah, so he could be tied up with TD and Parker.
Yeah,
because each got. Well, then Parker would have 6, but still.
Yeah,
because Parker has 5 now, I think, or 4. 5 or 4. I think
Parker. He doesn't have as many.
He has as much as TD, I think.
No, he doesn't. TD has one more.
So it's 5.
Because Parker TD won with Robinson.
Oh yeah, that's true. He wasn't there in '94.
Shout out to Tim Duncan.
Yeah, Tim Duncan.
How is nobody ever making that guy on the list for the greatest of all time? I was having this discussion with myself because I'm a crazy person. Why does nobody consider Tim Duncan in one of their top 10, 2, as the greatest basketball player ever?
Yeah.
How do they not respect him? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not saying he's the greatest,
I think because of the
there's an argument for him.
Because the market he was in.
Yeah, he's a boring player, but he's the most fundamentally sound player you could ever ask for, and he was dangerous.
Yeah.
He was fucking dangerous.
Especially when he was younger, he was blocking shots stuff.
Yeah. Even when he was older. He was still blocking shots. He was still pinning shots in the backboard his last couple last couple series against Miami. Like, Tim Duncan is a fucking GOAT.
Yeah. But alright, so you were talking about LeBron to the Celtics. I don't know how that
want that.
It would stunt Jason Tatum's growth for sure.
Yeah, I think any small forward on that team that's not Jason Tatum stunts his growth. Because Jason Tatum's already better than Gordon Hayward to me.
Yeah.
I don't hate Gordon Hayward, I'm sorry.
You just dislike
I just don't like his fit.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought when they traded for Gordon Hayward, or they signed Gordon Hayward, however the fuck they did it.
They signed him, yeah.
I was like, I don't understand how this will work out. Because
it's him, Tatum, Jaylen Brown. That's the 3.
Why?
Even though Jaylen can move to the 2.
Fuck Jaylen Brown. That's a firm stance. Jaylen Brown, if you ever figure out a way how to listen to this, fuck you. I'm not telling you I can beat you one-on-one, but you can get this work. Just kidding. You lock me up. You're a good defender.
But my initial thing with LeBron is to the Rockets. For me, it would make a lot. I think because he always wanted to play Chris Paul. Yeah. I think it would be the best. Him, James Harden, Chris Paul, Ariza, Tucker. I'm pretty sure Ariza, Tucker will take a cut because Ariza's getting up there in age. But the only issue I have is Clint Capella because they have to re-sign Clint Capella.
You can't keep that team. If you get LeBron, they all have to go.
Probably have to get rid of 1 or 2 of them.
You all have to go.
Because Capella's getting re-signed to the Rockets no matter what.
With Chris Paul demanding a supermax, it's not. I don't see LeBron wanting to go over there.
Yeah.
I don't see. You want a $206 million deal? You're never healthy in the playoffs. You literally had your chance to put the Warriors to sleep and possibly break them up.
Yeah.
Break them up.
Yeah.
And you can't stay healthy.
Your hamstring. Yeah.
He's been getting hurt every year. The only time he didn't get hurt is when he kind of blew the game against Oklahoma City 4 years ago. But you can't pay a guy a supermax if he's hurt when it matters. Yeah. But if you won't, somebody else will.
For me, LeBron to the Knicks don't make any kind of sense. And I don't like LeBron going to the Sixers just because you'll have 2 LeBrons on one team.
I like him. I like the fit on the Sixers a lot more.
You'd have to restructure J.J. Redick's contract for sure.
And J.J. Redick will probably have no problem. I don't think J.J. Redick will have a problem at all. More guys are going to pass him the ball? Shit. When did he ever have that?
But the thing is, LeBron needs shooters. Ben Simmons is going to be that Achilles heel. Because Ben Simmons shoots after his shot, if that makes sense. He'll set up his form, then flick his wrist. He won't even doing a full extension shot. It's just.
I think long-term development would be a great idea to have LeBron with Ben Simmons because they are the same player. And if Ben Simmons is really going to be the guy that's going to take this league when LeBron and KD and all those guys are starting to get older, who better to learn from? And LeBron people in LeBron's camp are saying that he wants to play off ball. Ben Simmons could create for everybody. LeBron's never played with another player who can create shots for everybody. LeBron, even in high school, from high school to this point in the NBA right now, has never had the opportunity to play with another player who can create for everybody else. What's going to be scary is seeing LeBron that doesn't have to create for everybody. Seeing LeBron that will create for himself.
Because the thing is, LeBron could score at any point. You even saw this in the finals when he dropped 51 in the first game. He messed up his hand. I do believe him because they're side-by-side pictures of his left and right hand. So LeBron James can get buckets at any time he wants, I believe.
I don't care about excuses. What happened. Whatever. Fuck the hand thing. LeBron still can score whatever he wants. What's going to be dangerous is if LeBron decides to pick up a scorer's mentality. let's say he picks up that scores mentality, which he's never had.
Because you can't disrespect any part of his game anymore. He can shoot.
Imagine if he's just like, I'm just going to take you. Every time I have the ball, I'm just going to take you. And Ben Simmons
just feeding
the ball.
Nobody can stop LeBron. Even now, at age 33, going into his 16th year.
Giving him a guy who create for everybody, two guys that create for everybody, one of those guys can shoot.
Yeah.
One of those guys going into next season, I guarantee you he has a solid mid-range jumper coming into next season, Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons?
I guarantee
hopefully he works on it.
I guarantee you he has a solid mid-range jumper. I guarantee you he'll
You think he'll switch from his left hand to his right hand?
No.
Because I think you said this before, when he freaks out, he shoots with his right hand. So you think he'll just stay with the left?
He'll figure it out. That team needs leadership. That team is young.
They have no
JJ Redick is a veteran who never won.
Yeah.
Why don't you get him a veteran who has?
Yeah.
Go out and get LeBron.
How about I guess the only plausible one besides him staying in the Cavs,
which I don't think is gonna happen,
is going to the Lakers, because Kawhi wants to go to the Lakers, and then LeBron could go to the Lakers. I'm pretty sure they'll have enough cap space to not sign a player to a max, but get a pretty good deal. Because I know Boogie might want to go to the Lakers, but I have a strong feeling Boogie's staying with the Pelicans. Because Paul George wants to go to the Lakers too.
I don't think there's any way in hell Kawhi goes to the Lakers.
You think Kawhi goes to the Knicks?
What is Pop going to trade for?
That's true.
What's he going to trade Kawhi for where he's going to get value? The only trade that makes sense for Pop is Boston. Boston was knocking at the door at the trade deadline. And now that you see you don't need Gordon Hayward, you could trade Gordon Hayward.
And you can move Kawhi to the 4.
Yeah, you could trade Gordon Hayward for Kawhi Leonard. Now, it's not going to be a straight up because Kawhi Leonard's top 3 players in the league. You could Gordon Hayward, a future draft pick, and maybe Marcus Smart or somebody.
What was the thing you said earlier about Gordon Hayward to the Clippers?
I also think Gordon Hayward probably can. The Celtics will steal some draft picks, clear up that cap space. Get those 2 draft picks from the Clippers, the 13 and the 14, or the 12 and 13, whatever it is, and send them a star because they're looking for a star. Send them Gordon Hayward, get those 2 draft picks, get a couple of young dudes, keep that cap space, go sign some free agents. Because they're either gonna trade Rozier or let him walk. You could get that money and keep Rozier. Get rid of Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I think Marcus Smart's on his way out.
They want to pay him. He wants to restructure his deal, but he's not worth $12 million a year.
No.
So
he's like an intangible player, kind of like Draymond Green.
He can be replaced though.
They're just intangible.
If you get a guy who understands what his role is, and Marcus Smart doesn't understand what his role is because he thinks he's a 3-point shooter half the time. Yeah, right. My 3-year-old son can shoot threes better than him. Man, he can't hit the rim. Gordon Hayward gets moved this offseason. There's no way in hell he stays. All he's doing, being there, like, I'm not saying he's doing this on purpose, but he's stunting the growth of Jason Tatum. Yeah. Jason Tatum will probably average 20 this year.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't take away his shots.
Like, he's good. He just needs to get bulkier. He just needs to get some muscle on him. Because for me, he's like that Kevin Durant effect. Way too damn skinny.
I don't think he's that skinny, though.
Dude, he's a little bit
he's got more body on him.
Yeah, but, like, I think he's still too skinny for the NBA.
Like, I think Jason Tatum is Boston's next Paul Pierce. I think Jabari Parker is Paul Pierce.
But his knees are gone.
His knees are done. But
the thing is, like, Jabari Parker is my favorite player in the NBA.
I love Jabari.
I love it. That was gonna be my next question. Where does Jabari go? Because I think he goes to Chicago to go back to his hometown and play with Zach LaVine.
Is he a restricted free agent?
He is, but he already rejected the $140 million the Bucks gave him last year. Offered him.
If he's a restricted free agent, he can't go anywhere.
I don't think the Bucks will match though.
I think the Bucks
because they already have a good core. So I don't think the Bucks.
Giannis wants him.
If the Bulls are willing to give him the max, they're not matching it.
I think they do. I do. Because you want to keep your star happy.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Because if you're trying to keep Giannis next year, you gotta keep him happy. Don't let his favorite teammate walk away. Yeah.
Because I have a feeling like even though it's a far stretch, I want to see Jabari in the Nets.
Guess who we're not going to sign? Jabari. Guess who we're not going to sign? LeBron. Guess who we're not going to sign? Anybody.
Yeah, remember when Carmelo was supposed to get traded to the Nets?
Yeah, right.
It was almost official.
Yeah, right. Fuck
and then it just didn't happen.
Fuck Carmelo Anthony.
And the thing is, like, Isaiah Thomas, I don't think he stays with the Lakers at all.
I don't think Isaiah Thomas gets signed.
I think he goes with the Magic. Because when he says bring the Brinks trucks in, Orlando has enough money to shut him up for the Brinks truck. Probably send him to like a 2-year, $40 million deal.
Get the fuck out of here! You're not going to deserve it. Nobody. You're not going to pay a small man. Mm-hmm. You're not going to pay him. Mm-hmm. Isaiah Thomas does not get signed next year.
You don't think so?
I don't think Isaiah Thomas is in the NBA
at all in the NBA.
No. Oof. If he does get signed, it's because he realizes that he has to cut the shit and just get out there. He would have to sign a 1-year deal. Mm-hmm. Probably, if he signs a 1-year deal, $12 million as a prove-it deal.
All right, I got a question for. So remember earlier we were talking about Mohamed Bamba going to the Dallas Mavericks.
Yep.
What if DeAndre Jordan goes to the Mavericks? If Mavericks don't draft Mohamed Bamba, DeAndre Jordan goes to the Mavs.
Nope.
You don't think so?
Nope. They're gonna put their money in Julius Randle.
Julius Randle.
Yep.
You think Julius Randle goes there?
Mm-hmm.
Is he restricted? I think he's restricted.
If he's restricted, LA won't be able to match it
because they want to get
because they're going after 2 big stars.
Yeah. Do you think Kevin Durant leaves?
No. No way in hell.
No way in hell.
No way in hell. He's happy riding on the coattails of that team's success. So
Carmelo Anthony is not opting out. He's all about that money. He's not leaving $22 million.
Nope, and he also won't play in the league again after this year.
You think so?
Yep.
How about Derek Favors?
He's a bum.
He's a bum.
He'll re-sign with Utah.
Re-sign with Utah?
Yep.
Do you think Dwayne Wade's done?
I want him to be.
You want him to be? Just finish where you're at.
Yo, cut off. You're done. Yeah. Cut him off. You're at the bar and your friend's drinking too much. Cut him off. He's done.
That's it.
Like, I don't want Dwayne Wade to ruin his career. I'm not saying he's gonna suck or anything, but he's not the Dwayne Wade we know. He needs to just ride off
into the sunset.
Go into some other endeavors. Be Dwayne Wade outside the NBA.
Yeah.
You're top 3 in your position.
Top 3 all time. So don't even worry about it.
Go home, man. Your legacy's done.
Enjoy
you got 3 rings.
Yeah.
Go enjoy your nice hot wife.
Speaking of 3 rings, did you see Draymond Green's mood hand with the 3 rings
the
on
Arthur
it?
shirt?
Yeah, the Arthur shirt.
Yeah, they're petty. Fuck them, man.
I don't like.
I
can't wait till the team breaks up. I'm not an evil person, but I give that team the evil eye.
I'm just so sick of them. They make the NBA not worth watching, man, because they execute so well. That's what sucks, man. It's not like they're just assholes. They're fucking good. Yeah. That's what's so terrible about watching. Like, Kevin Durant for a very long time was my favorite player until he left, and then it's like, fuck, I can't get with this. Yeah. The same thing with Steph. I like Steph when he was in college. And
babyface Steph.
Early babyface Steph that looked like Logic. I really fucked with Steph Curry when he was on those teams with Monte Ellis, David Lee.
Damn, David Lee. Oh.
David Lee, yeah. What the fuck? Andres Biedrins.
Oh my goodness.
Those Warrior teams I like Steph Curry on. And I really fucked with him. And for that to go with a team that won 73 wins and all that stuff. Granted, you're validated. You got your 2 rings, you got your Finals MVPs. Yo, bounce off the best team, and go make somebody else the best team. Yeah. And it's there's talent everywhere in the league. I really would have liked to see him go to Boston instead of Golden State when he signed with Golden State, because that would have been enough.
Yeah, I actually had KD going to the Wizards.
Yeah, he doesn't want to play there. He says those are the worst fans. Yeah.
Because he's from the area, so...
yeah, they hate him.
Oh, wow. That's wow.
Yeah, he's on record saying that they are the worst fans. So...
fuck. Because there was rumor at the time that he was going to sign with Under Armour when his Nike contract went up. Now, Under Armour's headquarters is in Washington, D.C. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, KD doesn't go anywhere. I would like for him to leave, but he's not going anywhere.
Oh, how about this? This is going to be the last thing I'm going to say. LeBron to the Trailblazers.
Never.
Never?
Never. Never in a million years. Because if he's going to go out west, he's going to go to the fucking Trailblazers.
Hey, but Lillard didn't come with Cubs. Nice. And then Yusuf Nurkic is pretty good, too. I love me some Yusuf Nurkic. Evan Turner's on the way out. For sure.
Well, fuck Evan Turner. He sounds like a fucking Martian. Hello, my name is Evan Turner from Ohio State University. Fuck Evan Turner. He was the number 2 pick in the draft. Yeah. Can you believe that? The fuck out of here.
A lot of number 2s are ass.
Kevin Durant was it?
Well, I'm just say like 80% from like the past 15 years. Number 2.
76ers really fucked that one up.
Well, who's homeboy? Hasheem Thabeet, remember? Booty juice.
Holy shit! Hasheem Thabeet's hairline was deep, and he literally looked like he had a bell pepper on his nose.
I can't.
Yo, fuck the beat.
So he's an honorable mention in the top 5 ugly players.
He's on there somewhere, man. If there's a top 5 for honorable mentions, he's got to be on that list. That's a hard one. Oh shit. You can also put Travis Outlaw on that list. Joakim Noah is an honorable mention for the ugliest dude of all time. Especially now. He's got his fucking bleached blonde goatee.
Oh, he has.
You haven't seen the video of him just like parading around the wilderness?
No. I gotta peep that.
Yo, you need to watch that. He's bugging out. He's like high on some peyote or something. He's linking up with these Native Americans who got that good shit. He's thinking he's a fucking cat and shit out there. Yo, fuck Joakim Noah. Shout out to Jimmer for that.
Shout out to Jimmer for that. That was going to be an honorable mention for the missed players.
Absolutely.
Pulling up from 30.
Pulling up from Jimmer.
Jimmer.
That dude was pulling up from Steph Curry range before Steph Curry was pulling up from Steph Curry range because Steph Curry didn't really start pulling up from deep until like 3 years ago. But Jimmer Fredette was doing that shit in college.
Yeah.
God, didn't he drop like 60 in college?
In college, yeah. I think he was a top scorer in NCAA.
Yeah, he won the National Player of the Year. It was some crazy number where he scored like 60 or like 80 or something in the college game where he was just dropping buckets, but he had that weird jump shot where he jumped all the way high and his left hand was out like that. Yeah. I couldn't fuck with it, but he also was a bum in the NBA.
He was killing it in China.
He's killing it in China.
He's like, I think
China
like
talent is insane.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you know who else is killing in China when they're playing? Fucking J.R. Smith. Remember that shit? Remember when J.R. Smith used to drive to the basket and not just shoot crazy super contested threes? And he would just dunk on motherfuckers? Yeah. Who the fuck did he dunk on?
It was in the Denver Nuggets. He was on the team. Right?
Yeah, he was on the Nuggets and he dunked on somebody on the Spurs. And I think it was Ginobili, where he just like leaped and was falling forward and just like put that shit in. Yeah. He had bounce.
I'm pretty sure he still does, but
bounce. He definitely can still go. And even on the Knicks, which wasn't even fucking a long time ago.
Like not even
before he went to the Cavs, he was catching like passes midair and just tomahawking.
Even when he was on the Cavs, when Iman threw him that alley-oop between he went like down.
He cocked it.
Yeah, cocked it from like between his legs behind his head.
Yo, shout out to J.R. Smith. Put the Henny down, man.
Put the Henny down. Too much Henny. Man. I think we'll wrap it up right there. I think this was a good first podcast, man.
I had a good time. I got a lot of shit off my chest. Fuck Billy King.
Fuck Billy King.
Shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to Jay-Z for being a real minority owner, owning less than 1%, and then helping fund the Barclays Center. You're the real MPJ.
So this must go cool.
Dylan, a.k.a. Grandmama, signing out.
And this is Jump Shot Therapy.